Let's talk about the Ghana Premier League and then let's move to GPL. Augustine.
Yeah.
So far, two teams have changed their coaches. Were you surprised by any of
them? I know nations have changed their coach.
Yeah, and then Odatelamte has left.
Yes, so they've not changed. He has run away.
The coach ran
away. I believe for Odatelamte, I've been someone who has been saying this from the start of the season that Odatelamte is not the right person for Legon Cities. I'm not taking for 11 wonders. Sorry, I'm not taking anything away.
Legon Cities 11 wonders. You can
Legon 11 wonders. Yeah. Yes, I'm not taking anything away from. I'm not saying it's not good. But then, if you're new to when it comes to the Ghana Premier League and you really want to stay, the key thing to do is to appoint a manager who knows how to stay in the Ghana Premier League, and that's the reason why teams like Legon Cities had to be in the Ghana Premier League for the past 3 seasons, because they had Maxwell Konedu, they had Pakwesi Fabian, and these coaches are coaches that they won't just sit to go on relegation. These are coaches who, even if they don't do on the first round, when the second round is approaching, they will sit down with their calculator, with their blackboard, and their mark calculator. Okay, we can take 3 points here. We can take 3 points here. This venue can go and take 1 point, because they know the terrain. They understand how to get up. But Odatelamte, that's why doing well for the national team. And the youth side is still not that of manager. I think even though at Sika Kono at Dwarfs, he was his assistant, and then but that still doesn't put him up there. For Councilman for Councilman at the point I was surprised, and then that also, and what I understood was that Dr. Kwame Chai and the people of nations have now seen that they are not just any team. They are not a team that just want to survive in their league. They're a team who wants to compete for the title, and that's so. If you are not giving them that, then just have to leave. You can't tell me if Kotoko starts a season like this, they also be smiling with their coach. They obviously will have to show him the exit. And if so that's what
you think, nations also see themselves like that.
Exactly. Nations see themselves like that, and because the same way Samatex won, they competed and then fell off at a point. That's in they competed and fell off at a point. So this you wouldn't expect to be an Aslan in Ghana Premier League. You just be competing every time and then fall off. And I think it's not even about sacking of coach. The appointment of the next coach is the most crucial decision you take. And I think on paper, the appointment of Paul Manso is solid, because this is someone, for Bafokatano, he was very solid. For being good stars, he was solid, won the league for them. And there's someone, I think in his first interview, he said he has not lost in that stadium, and then he said a whole lot of things.
Yeah, he qualified Kesben.
Yes, and he played before, I think, they are Super 8 or Top 8 there with being good stars. He didn't lose, so he's someone who really understands it. And I believe if Nations really wants to do something well, I think he's one of the managers who are home and can do something well there, because they have the players at his disposal.
Let's talk about the games itself. Nations play against Bichim United. Nations are yet to win a game at the Bichim.
Yeah,
and they are going there again. Frimpong first game.
Yeah, as a head coach. One coach who has fire on his head is Isabuchi. Bichim, because Isabuchi, I think I've won just one game. His last home game against Vision FC, and he then traveled to Karela, was beaten by Nuruddin Amadou, and he's back now. If Isabuchi really wants to save his job, then he just needs to get a win in this game, because and this game might be the unfortunate. It might be the worst time to face Nations FC when they're also on a new manager bounce, and it's not just any manager. It's a manager who came to this same venue last season with Bibin goals and win, I think, by 2 or 3 goals to nil. So he knows how to get the result, and the players will also play to satisfy him. Come on, so I believe that it's going to be very difficult. Isabuchi might be the next manager to be seen of, if only he fails to lose to win the game against Nice. It's going to be very difficult. I just hope that Emmanuel not gets 1 or 2 goals again, and then
So there's All Blacks. There's All Blacks versus House of Lions, Bekum Chelsea versus Vision FC, BBN Gold Stars versus Young Apostles, Dreams FC versus Samatex, Basake Holy Stars versus Hearts of Oak, Kotoko versus Karela United. Which of them?
My new favorite, which is All Blacks. I think it will be a very difficult game for
against
them.
Lions.
Hearts of Lions has been fairly exceptional or good in the opening half of the Ghana Premier League, and so I think that would be a tough test. And for me, I've been rooting for them to survive, because it is not easy coming from the division side into the Ghana Premier League and to stay. So if you're able to stay, you get things right. So I hope that I think that it will be a very difficult challenge, but I hope that they put up a good fight into making it possible. But Kotoko are back.
Yeah, they are back. They are playing against a tough opponent, Highlight United.
Kotoko are back again, and after a disappointing loss in Morocco, but I hope that they bounce back. They have some outstanding matches as well, so I hope that they bounce back. They try to win it again after losing such a crucial player in their squad. I hope that they still bounce back.
Yeah, because Tito, when we were playing the CAF Confederations, Tito was complaining about not having enough strikers.
Yeah.
And now the only striker you have in the team too is gone, Charlie.
So Albert Amoah has failed to play a game in the Ghana Premier League this season. Do you remember that game?
Yeah, against Nations.
Did they score? Did they score in that
Yeah,
game? Did they score?
No.
They didn't. So if you have to strike this, then it virtually means that if Albert Amoah is not playing,
They are not scoring.
And if you look at the striking department of Kotoko, it's such that Albert Amoah, Kwame Poku is injured, an ankle injury. He has started training with the youth team this week, and maybe by the end of November he should be back. There's Marifin Donzo, who is even yet to understand Dash, who is even yet to understand his teammates.
Yeah, Tito was complaining about his language.
And then yet find his feet. So he's also virtually off. There's Jordan Amisa, who is promoted from Young Porcupines, who is currently also nursing an injury after I spoke to him. So it's going to be very difficult. It will only be easier if the wingers, the attacking midfielders, come to the party.
Can score.
If not, who is going to score? When they play in the CAF Confederations Cup, the second round, who scored the only goal for them? Defender Sambo Neo. Only if it's going to be a corner routine. Only if they are going to employ someone like Nikola Jova to help them. If not, it's going to be very difficult because these players, for even if Kwame Poku should come back, we are going to play in the Ghana Premier League, in the FA Cup, and you have about 4 outstanding games to play.
Yeah.
So it means in the space of 1 month, you play about 7 games. They are playing Karela on Sunday. Wednesday they'll play Basake. The next one is Kotoko on Sunday. So you have games, and it's quite difficult to depend on one striker. But
all these games.
Yes, all these games.
But Kotoko signed a lot of players.
He didn't sign strikers.
Yes, and
how can you not project these things?
Kotoko failed to sign a striker and a goal-poaching winger.
Yes.
And that has been their problem. Because for a team that witnessed their strikers failing to score, you have your winger scoring. This striker from who came to Nations, what's his name? Abdul. Yes, is he scoring? He's not scoring. But who is scoring for him? Emmanuel is scoring for him. So that's how it is.
Yeah, Pfizer.
Yeah, Pfizer.
Yeah.
Pfizer is not scoring, but Emmanuel is scoring for him.
Yeah,
right?
The team has options.
Exactly. Yeah. So if Kotoko is not able to find that balance, I believe it's going to be very difficult. But this is the toughest test for Zito, and I believe his ability to find something to work for him will just put him up there as a top coach. But if not there, he's just like our regular coaches.
I see, but I don't think he's a regular coach.
No. It
was on a premise that he said.
Oh yeah, I know, and I'm saying that he would find a solution.
Okay,
I think he would find a way. I'm confident that he will find a way. Guys, you talked about one manager that is a stress, and I think Brekum Chelsea Samabodo is also really going through it. Yeah,
Samabodo I think has 1-1 against Basake at home, and then he lost to Hearts of Oak, and then traveled to Young Apostles for a 1-1 draw.
Yeah,
there's one thing that Brekum Chelsea did, and I still don't seem to understand. Last season, their top 2 was Emmanuel Sapon and then Jenny CR7.
Yeah.
Amankona.
Yeah.
They had both left the team. There was Meza Kefi as a second striker.
Yeah.
He has also left the team. There was Godwin Sech as their goalkeeper. Has also left Diana. So even last season, Samabodu, they were still suffering in the league.
Yeah, they struggled.
Yes, they still struggled. So you hardly expect Samabodu to perform some magic with this kind of players. But of course, Brekum Chelsea is not a team who would expect to come into every season competing for the title. Yes, they are mid-table team. But then I think they
always want to win.
But then the Brekum Golden City Park has lost its value for the past, I think, 2 or 3 seasons. And I believe if they really want to make a case for themselves, a game they are playing home this weekend, right? Yes, a game that they are playing at home should be a game that they should be able to squeeze some points from it, because Samabodu, he's also on some fire, and if he really wants to stay, he should just be able to get a win. And is it beyond Samabodu? I don't think so.
Because they are playing against
Yes, they are playing against Vision. And Vision are bad travelers in the Ghana Premier League since last season. So they could just, because mind you, Bechem were winless in the league. It took them to face Vision before they could get their first win. So Mabudu it took Basake to win their first league win, to get their first league win at home. Another home match, they could just get another win.
Let's wrap up. So let me take your predictions on the games. Dreams FC, Bechem United versus Dreams FC.
Bechem United versus Nations.
Bechem United versus
Iceland Dreams FC.
I've been watching Dreams FC, so I guess Bechem United versus Nations.
Nations win or draw.
Nations win or draw.
Yeah, Nations win or draw.
Bekum Chelsea versus Visions FC.
Tough. But I think
Bekum Chelsea win.
or draw. Yeah.
All Black versus Heart of Lions. All Black versus Heart of Lions.
All Black Heart of Lions. That could be Heart of Lions win or draw. Yeah.
Go on Blacks. Yeah. Let's do this.
The Go Stars, surprisingly, Young Apostles have found a way and they are winning matches.
Yeah.
This season, I think they've been one of the great teams.
Yeah.
Managing to win. Because last season, they nearly went to
one thing that really worried them was financing last season. The Young Apostles.
Is it like this season they've gotten the money?
Yeah. And I believe that 1 million cities also doing them some justice. And they found, I think, Richmond Opoku, former player of Kotoko, which was banging in the goals, and there's Samuel Prempe there. So they kept part of their team, and they're also doing quite well.
Well, I think our time is up.